All right. Oh, and welcome. Name's Derek, and I sell physical media on eBay. I make videos about that. This is a sourcing video. I feel like Ali Sheedy. Get the reference, cool. Stop the music. I went for a while. All right, so where'd I go? I went out towards the Ashtabula area, and because I went that way, I saw that there was a little thrift store. I've been in. I don't think I've ever been in there. The inside did not look familiar, but I stopped, and I've been out here for 6 years, driving up and down that road plenty of times. And I'm driving what would be this direction, that way, east. See, outside of this little thrift store, which I've never been in, little consignment store, whole bunch of books. And I stopped there and I spent, I think it's in my wallet, like $26. But I got some pretty decent stuff. I think, yeah, it's all on this stack. Right there. But in the meantime, I am going to, there's nothing really like overwhelmingly awesome out of all of this. So if I take that 26, I want to say it's $26, and add 3, which goes in this stack of nine things. Add another 3, which goes in that, and this one here goes in that one. So 26, 16, 42 plus 6, $48 for, I'll count it up, 9, 10, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Did I count that right? So a buck and change, $1.30, roughly. All right, so these will go over there, and I will just couple these. Most of the time, when I or a bunch of any reseller goes out on a sourcing route, you're going to end up with bread and butter, and that's usually what it is. It's bread and butter, stuff that's $12 to $30. I think there's one thing in here that's a little more. This CD right here comes up scan 25. And one has sold for 10. I paid $1. So if they do sell for 10, then I just have a $10 CD that I'll eventually sell. That's on scan. That could be a fluke sale to where all the other time they sell for $25. So when something like that happens, like, yeah, I'll take the chance. I'm going to make money on it regardless. That's why I hand type and then go into Terapeak. There we go. That should come up. So this is sealed Hallmark Christmas. Usually these things, these multi-movies like this, are not a ton. There are some Hallmark and Lifetime that can be like $30, $40, $50. Some of these ones like this, the basic Christmas ones, not so much, but Christmas is coming up. So a lot of this stuff is going to... I wrote that in a comment on Facebook on something. I forget exactly what the context was, but I was like, start... Well, my context was that I want to get more chunks up. That way, by the time 3 months from now roll around, in November, then that's really when some repricings will start with a lot of this newer chunks. Got to plan ahead. But 12 have sold, and they start at basically $10. This is categorized price lowest first. And they go up to $12, $15, $20 even. So this is one to where I can list it higher. Chances are it's not going to sell for 18 until probably November. But I can get another $8 to $10 out of it if I list it higher now and then just wait until November or December when this stuff starts to sell. And I mean, this is even scanned 90 days. And this one here sold June 12th, 2 months ago. So you have to be familiar with some of that mathing. Anticipatory. So this right here, this is Follow Me. early Kurt Russell, sealed. So they come up sealed for $22. There's 8 listed. It's an old enough movie, an old enough title. I may have sold one other before, but 21 has sold, and the lowest listed is $9. Well, 9, then 12, and then 13, and over 90 days, they go up to over $20. So someone will come around and pick this up for about $20. Pay $2. You're looking at CDs and you're like, oh, I know her from School of Rock. I know her from iCarly. Some of these spin-off artists, spin-off singers, $22, $20, 18, $10.50 for shipping. So 20. So, but a lot of people would see that as a common CD. Miranda Cosgrove. I don't want to be your groupie. I looked up last night. I know what a groupie is. This is a weird one. It's Spanish. Los Hamaranos Rosario Acabando. So I think I wanted a Terapeak for this. Paid $1. I think they're like $30. Maybe a little less, 25 to $30. So you have to type that in very exactly, but there's not many that have sold, but I'm going to pay $1 for something, and that CD does sell itself, right? Demi Lovato. Someone else will just grab this and be like, oh, no, Demi Common Singer. So if you've been selling physical media enough or CDs, and if you go through the CDs and material as quick as I do and as often as I do, and there's a lot of sellers that do, you tend to catch on to what's common and what's not. So there's 7. Go down here to solds. One has sold for $10. Now, I'm not trying to completely talk this up. It's just someone else who's looking at CDs will just go right on past that. So let me type in. So she has, just in CDs, almost 900. Confident. 57. It's still a $10, $12 CD. Paid $2. Not the best ratio on that one, but I'm also not going to lose money on just that individual purchase. 17 have sold for, they go over $10. So that's an example where scanning and hand typing can get completely different results. The Stephen Still, no, this is Tom Scott. Let's go through CDs. I don't know that one. Looks like an older singer. Scan, there's 5 that come up. And one has sold for about $16. So what I'm going to do is Tom Scott. CDs, 14. And it starts about $15, and then it goes up to about 20. And then different artworks on some of these. Then it goes to 30. Put on here, 14, 2, again about $18, 99 cents. So if I go into Terapeak and I see that they do so regularly for about $30, that's pretty much where I'll put mine at. Try to command a higher price more frequently. Hey, Astrid. Astrid, come here. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to light a flame in your heart.
You found that at Thrift?
I found that at Thrift. I mean, they're like $12-15, but I figured you probably can't. Do you have that one?
Yeah, I already have it.
No, not anymore. Is that one? Which one is that one in good condition? Yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought mine brand new. So that's awesome.
Well, Black Veil Brides. Set the world on fire. I just want a little flame in your heart. So that's like $12-13. This is Zach Brown Band. Oh, well, speaking of independent bands, so the place I go to called Miscellaneous Barn, where I got the Nakamichi amp, the Denon CD player, and a couple of things here and there. I don't go there too often because his rotation on physical media isn't really a lot. But he has something that, and I was just listening to the artists. There's 2 artists are going to be good. I'll just post information, and unless you're from around here, which I know there's at least one person who watches who just missed me at a store. There's a cool little gig going on. I think next weekend. I'll post it, screenshot, and I'll put information in the description. And then I can stop talking about that because I'm going to get a lot of it wrong. So this is Zach Brown Band. This one's sealed. 4 halves sold. $13, $15, a little more than 15. Paid 3, and the cashier's like, that shouldn't be that. I was like, no, it shouldn't. There's a couple I paid $3 for. Fired up. So this has, and this is if I type in fired up, we're going to have all kinds of results. So I'm just going to do the scan. Came up. New other is listed at 30, almost 30. All right, this one's sealed. And 4 halves sold. And they go brand new up to $22. And even this right here is almost $20 used. So that one was $3, but I'm going to make more money on that one. Blue. Dabadi. Blue. Dabadoo. Dabadoo. Blue. Blue. Eiffel 65. And then Current Craft 400 by Zombie Nation. Still like a $30 CD. Puerto Rican Power. Fortunately, some of this stuff has barcodes. $25, $35. 2 listed, I'll always hit sold. 1 has sold for like $14. So if I type it up and more results come up and they're going to be more, all the better. 99 cents. So I will go through, we're at 16 minutes and the third way done. All right, so I got this Dire Straits for here. This would have been $1, all 3. 3 combined, 33 cents each. So I got the Dire Straits for here to listen to on the NAC. Steve Miller for here to listen to on the NAC. And this Charlie Daniels is maybe $15. I think the Steve Miller might be like $9, $10. Even at 33 cents, even with CDs, if it was something that I really, really, really wanted and it was a really, really cheap CD, that's the way I'm going to buy it. It's for stupid cheap like that. Lou Harrison. Had to type that one up. Classical. It's still $25, whatever it is. It was enough for me to buy it. Phil Kagi. So this one is maybe $8, $10, and I'll put it with that other one that I got the little ticket stubs with. This Shadow Red. I don't know who they are, but it's this kind of stuff that I see, and when it gets to scanning, that would be interesting enough for me to just buy it and listen to. Gets to scanning, there's one real cheap, and then they go to like $20. So to me, and then one is sold for like 15. To me, for something that is visually interesting, like, This is what I'm gonna listen to when I'm about to do relists, when I'm all sell similars, when I'm done with all this, done with all the editing and posting. So that one, here's a short video. So a road that I take all the time, but usually I'm heading that direction. But instead, I was coming this direction. I'm just eyeballing up and down in this little store right here. I stopped in here one time a while ago. But it's that time right now, 1:15. I have plenty of time to do some eyeballing on this stuff here. See what they have inside. So there, I walked in, talked to the lady for a while. She pointed me to the CDs. I got some CDs, I got some DVDs, and I got some books. And it turned out to be a pretty good enough place. This Stephen Stills I scanned, and it came up mid-20s. I didn't bother hitting sold on it. It's a Stephen Stills. Some of those artists you just don't even have to bother with. 18 listed, 9 is sold. Minimum's like 12, then it goes to 15, and brand new is 30, and then used is about $20. So they were $3.50 and then 20% off. A little pricey for the CDs, but the other things are pretty cheap. So I'll kind of like, well, kind of. Some of these books, they're still like $4 a book. It's Paul Moriarty. It's called Magic. $20. There's ABBA. Another one of these ABBAs. This specific one, these do sell $20 to $30. So when I just saw that, I didn't even have to bother scanning that one. This one I did look up. It's called Sing a Swing with Digital. Helen Merrill and Asia Kitamura. I don't know what it'll sound like, but this is another one that I'll listen to. Just kind of give it a whirl, give it a spin, see what it's like. We'll go there. But this is it's pretty nice, really nice looking Mitsubishi. See a Mitsubishi right here. Digital recording, made in Japan. Real nice, beautiful, shiny disc. DICD, whatever that stands for. Digital impression, don't know. It could be like a really cool electronic symphonic type thing. About to find out. And this was other stuff that was there. I had to get whatever I needed and go toward the front where a window was at. So I had a little bit of cell phone reception coming in. It's about $15. DVDs were 50% off. It didn't matter. So they're either $3 regularly or $4. So this was like $15. Dr. Wong or Mr. Wong. Go to seal or new for these. Half of them are new. $15. Close Encounters in Starman. Double feature DVD. Because it's sealed, it gives it a little more value for it. 1/3. So these are about $15. There you go. So I try to, but most Halloweens around that time for Scary Movie, I'll do my best to watch Phantasm and Hellraiser. And every once in a while, I'll get to rewatching Friday the 13th, or maybe Nightmare on Elm Street, or just the classic ones. I'm no aficionado. I was like, that's about the only festive that I really get throughout a year. But even used, these are like $15. We got a couple books. Francis Keys. So they put this on here. I hope that comes off. If not, it'll just have to stay on there. That's still like a $30, $40 book. The Small Women. I think that one was like $60. It's already in books for me. Go to hardcover, not specified. And go to default. We're going to go US only. Lock that, 26. So I'm going to try to match it up to this artwork. These ones right here are the book, but without I don't know for absolute certainty. Yes, it has a little bit of writing on the left-hand side. So these are the book without the dust jacket. Here's one with the dust jacket, but not the same one. This one is still not the same. Here we go. Now we have one that has the same dust jacket. $50. 25. Almost 30. Almost 30. $50. It's clean. Has a little poof to it, but it's clean. Maps and somebody cut that right there. Oh, it's going to cut down on that value a little. Yeah, it looks like a BCE. Might be. Either way, $40 book. Earth Abides by George R. Stewart. Like $30 book, but this one's really clean. So, oh yeah, there's one more. Where's it at? Right here. This I actually have a screenshot of, so I won't go too crazy about it. The White Fog by Roseanne Dent. There's none listed. I'm like, there's got to be something, and it's clean besides this little corner curve. There's got to be, so that's when something like that is not listed, even if it's the White Fog and you're going in books and it's not there, and you type in the author's last name, it's nothing there. Copy paste that, put in Terapeak, start figuring it out. Because if it's something like suspense horror like this and it's an old book, chances are there's been a sale in 3 years. And so this one is closer to like $30, and this was 50 cents. It was outside on that table that I saw. That's the only thing I got from that table. And I looked through basically all those books that was in that video. There's that, and then the $3 at the Salvation Army. So it's 5 books for $1. I didn't really want to get a hardcover, but when I'm paying 20 cents for this, it's like a $30 book. Yeah, I'll do that. This is going to be a lookup. All right, so the Salzburg Connection. Look this up and try to find this movie tie-in version listed. Good luck. It just happens to be the randomness of it. This is a movie tie-in. Wow. All right, so this is not political by any means, but it's just in this book. I don't know what it reads. I'm going to give you guys a chance there. For good government, vote for change, vote for experience, vote for John Tayson. State Representative District 14. Stop being the forgotten people. And then it has like emergency numbers and stuff. 3-digit phone numbers. But somebody got there, but I couldn't find any of the movie tie-in ones with this artwork. Does it make it a $5 million book? No. It's still going to help its odds of selling a lot more because it's completely different. It's still probably going to be like a $20 book. This is maybe $12. I got that. And this, I could still list it for $10-12, but they sell super fast. Emotional survival for law enforcement. Scan, there was like 30 of them listed. Hit souls, there was like 100 that had sold. And the cheapest list is like $12. So, I mean, that will sell. I can list it. It'll be gone in no time. And then the conundrum, the God that failed. So for this book, all I'm going to do is just type in the non-common words. That failed. Actually, I can do God failed. Because if you just type that in, you're going to get so many results. That is very subjective specific. It's a transitive verb. So it belongs, grammar thinking. So go here. Who wrote it? Crossman. Fitting name to write a book like that. Why'd he fail? Because he puts man on the cross. I don't know. So you type that in, God That Field, paperback. So we have paperbacks, EDT, softback. It's a paperback. It's listed as a paperback. Looking in here, it goes all the way up to 180. Is that even it? The God That Failed, 1987 paperback. So this I paid 20 cents for. Go to solds. There's 15 that it's sold. This one is right here for 15 bucks. So there's none of that one listed. I know you're probably not going to be able to see that real well. There is one that is 20 bucks, 30 bucks. And let's see. This is 1965. Hopefully more people, when you do books, the year is going to be important. The publisher, not so much. In some cases, yes, 1965. So there's two results. We got 20 bucks and 30 bucks. Rounded up. None. So two have sold. And I could really play like a weird game on it and be like, just wait till the 90 days have passed and then there's none and solds. Somebody who wants this book knows how much they usually go for. People usually know on what stuff was going to go for. So there's plenty enough that it's sold. And this will get listed for over 30 bucks. It is clean, minus a little bit of that right here, but for its age, it's clean. This would be a good plus because of all the wear and fade. Still a $25, $30 book for 20 cents. All right. So, yep, that's going to wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. I guess with some books, narrowing it down. I mean, these are non-barcode books. These are the kind of things that catch my eye. Why? I mean, if you're looking at paperbacks just on a shelf and you're trying to find, like, I'm going to listen to what Derek says. I'm going to look for those weird and strange things and titles and colors and fonts. Nothing real pizzazz about that, but we have the God That Failed. That's definitely taboo if you just think about those words. Then we have the Salzburg Connection. Don't know, that one just got me. Then I saw that up here and I saw a motion picture. I'm like, it's a movie tie-in book. Did a little more reading or a little more typing and instant research on it. And I decided on that one. Same thing like this right here. This is just a general curiosity, very niche. None dare call it conspiracy. Just as oddball things. Going to think a little different on books if you're looking at paperbacks. If you're going to whatever. If you can get them cheap enough, why not? So, everything going up, comment down below, subscribe, share. It's all free. To help me, help you, so we can help other people learn how to sell physical media on eBay. Appreciate it. Thank you.